All right, y'all. Y'all won't believe what just happened to me, man. Oh my God. So I called myself about to record a video. This is a story time, and I can't believe I did this, y'all. And I'm only sharing this with you guys so you guys can know, like, even though I make videos telling you guys how to flip phones, I still make mistakes myself. And I'm not scared to display or to tell you guys about the mistakes that I made. You feel me? Set a 18-minute timer. Now, all right, so this ain't that wasn't for this video, just to let you know. So all right. Now, mind you, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones, and I specialize in helping you make an extra income stream, right? And I got a few stores in Philadelphia that are phone stores and repair shops. And I also have a wholesale warehouse in New Jersey. Okay. So I call myself going to make a video for you guys about how I fixed the phone. I brought a broken phone and I wanted to fix it. Then I wanted to challenge myself to sell it in the same day. So I go on OfferUp, I make my offers, I find a phone. It's an iPhone 13, right? Or a 13 Pro. So I go to buy the phone. Everything was smooth. Buying the phone was smooth. Then I meet the guy at a Dollar General. I buy the phone. I cash this person out $250, and then I take the phone. The phone had a cracked screen. I asked him. I said, "How can I be sure that there's no water damage or anything?" And I like to just ask these questions just to see what their responses are. And he's like, "No, I assure you, it's no water damage, no anything." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I pay him the money. I take the phone back to the store, but then I gotta first buy a screen because I didn't have any more 13 Pro screens. So I go get the screen. Screen costs me $35. So I go and I get the screen, cost me $35. So right now, initially, I'm at like $285, right? Put $285 inside the phone. So I go and I'm like, usually I would just have somebody repair it for me. But I'm like, you know what? I'm about to come out of retirement. I'm going to repair the phone myself. So I go and try and repair this phone. I'm recording. So you guys will see it in the video if y'all haven't already. It's probably out already. But I go to start recording. I'm filming. Mind you, I hate filming and doing something serious. Like, I don't like filming what I'm really doing in that moment, because I'm the type of person where I become paranoid because of me really being out here and hustling and grinding, and then seeing how dangerous it can be. So my fear is I'll be recording one day and then somebody catch me slipping like a transmission. So, you know, as I'm recording, I'm at my desk and I'm just trying to rush for the video. So I take the phone apart, do everything, and try to close the screen, but there's a screw, but I didn't know at the time. The screen wasn't closed. The top of the screen wasn't closed. So I'm like, yo, what the heck? I'm like, yo, this is why I hate fixing phones. I'm like, man, listen, this screen better close. So I start jamming the screen in a little bit, and the screen closed. So I turn the phone on, and everything works. I do my checks, everything's good. I'm like, all right, bet, right? But as I look at this phone, there's like the speaker at the top, the speaker that you hear from at the top, it's like indented. So I'm like, oh, I bent the speaker. So now I'm like, damn, like this is about to really cost me money, because now when I go and try to sell this on OfferUp, now people are going to be asking me about this and try to deduct the price. So I'm like, oh, nah, this sucks. So fast forward, I go and I get the sale. So I believe I listed it on OfferUp the same day. I get a few people looking to actually buy the phone, but I'm knowing that the speaker is messed up a little bit, like it's bent. So I'm thinking, I'm going back and forth with myself. Should I go and just go buy another speaker? That cost me an extra like 15. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just sell it as it is. And I just take pictures and put it on offer up. So before I could take pictures and put it on offer up, a guy that I was talking to about the phone before I even fixed it. So what I did was, when I bought the phone, I just got pictures of the same exact phone and put them on offer up. Because remember, I was trying to make a video of me selling it the same day. So I wanted to get a sale before I actually fixed it. So I got a few people that were interested. One of the people that were interested, I forgot that I told them to meet me at 12 p.m. So right when I fixed the phone, and then I went to go and try to take some more pictures, a person's like, yo, where you at, man? I'm here, da da da. I'm like, oh, snap, right? So I throw the phone in an envelope, a padded envelope, and I go and meet this guy. And we meet at Pep Boys, right? Next to a T-Mobile store. So you guys already know, like, I have certain locations. Now, I don't ever take phone deals to my stores. Like, I'll never do a phone deal at my store for like a used phone. The reason that I haven't been able to check, and the reason is because what happens is you'll have people harassing, and if something goes wrong with the phone, they'll try to like do some weird stuff. Like in Philly, people get really weird. So I always meet them at like a designated shopping center. So I'm meeting this person at this shopping center near this Pep Boys and this Timo, and I pull the phone out, and the top of the phone was lifted, and it had a crack near the speaker now. So I guess when I had jammed it in, I guess the screw was pushing it up little by little, right? So I pull it out, I give it to him. Like, I don't even look at it because I already looked at it. I just looked at it. I give it to him, and he looking at it. Then he's like, whoa. See, this stuff scared me, bro. Da-da-da. This phone isn't right. So I'm like, oh, yeah. Now, mind you, I knew it right when he found out. So, but I had to act like, I was 10 steps ahead. So I was like, oh, yeah. I know I got my repair guy on his way to come and fix it right now if you're able to wait. Mind you, I had no repair guy on the way. So he's like, how long? I said 5 minutes. Mind you, we're like 5 minutes from our store. So he's like, all right, man, okay, because I really want the phone, da-da-da. I was selling this guy this phone for $400. It's an unlocked iPhone 13 Pro. Of course he wants the phone, right? So I am thinking to myself, how the heck am I going to get this phone fixed? Right? Mind you, I don't know that the screw is the problem yet. So then before he gives me the phone, he's like, oh yeah, and bro, it's a dot right near the top screen of the phone. I'm like, what? No way. He's like, yeah, it's like this big dot. And I look at it, and it's this big ass dot. So then I'm thinking to myself, this must be a dead pixel screen. So I go and I get the phone from him, and I go back to my car, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I about to do? Mind you, remember, I'm filming a video. I'm also trying to not have to spend another $35 on the screen. Especially the fact that they're not going to reimburse me for that screen if it was my fault, which it was completely my fault. I didn't know it was my fault at the time. So, but to get another screen, it would take me like maybe 30 minutes, right? So, remember, I told this guy 5 minutes, so I got to think fast. So I'm stressed out at this point, and I'm at the point to where I'm just like about to say, forget it, right? But then I'm thinking to myself, this bad business. He actually drove all the way over here. And this is the benefit of having people come to you, because you have the leverage, but you can't act irresponsible with that leverage. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm about to just pull out, go to my store, get it fixed. Mind you, I still don't know because the screen has a spot on it. And I'm like, that 9 times out of 10 means I gotta get another screen. Fast forward. So as I'm going and as we're talking and moving, and I'm in the store now, I'm telling my guy, like, yo, I'm telling my guy, I'm like, yo, I don't know what's up with the screen. He takes the screen off, and lo and behold, it's a nail in the screen, or, you know, a little screw in the screen. So he's like, bro, it's a screw in the screen. So I could take the screen out, but if I take that screen out, I take the screw out, the screen might be cracked. So I'm like, oh man, I don't know. But I was like, let's just do it. Mind you, I got this guy waiting. It's already past 5 minutes, and my store was 5 minutes away from where we met. So I got this guy waiting. So as he's waiting, I text him like, yeah, it's getting fixed now. So he takes the screw off the screen. We put that was the whole reason why I popped back up. So we put the whole screen back together on the phone, and everything was good. The dot disappeared. Everything was good, right? The problem we were having at this point though was, oh, great, but now we still got that little crack at the top. So how am I going to sell a person a cracked phone, right? That's all I was thinking, because I've never did that. I've never sold nobody a cracked phone for full non-crack price, right? So I go over to him and I'm like, man, listen, just give me $350 because of the crack and the fact that you waited. And he was like, all right, bet. And he ended up actually coming to my store and buying a whole nother phone too for his son. And the reason I'm telling you guys this story is because you see how like I was overthinking and how I was rushing. This will maybe happen to you. You might do something like this, but don't allow it to scare you to the point to where you just give up on the deal. I was able to get $350 plus get another $300 from him because of the phone for his son. And the fact that I communicated throughout that deal, I believe it made him actually want to work with me more. And I was able to really get that sale done. So whoever needed to hear that, man, I hope that story time kept you going, because I'm going to tell you, man, flipping phones is very stressful and scary at times. And I know it is, but we got to keep our heads up, and we just got to stay focused. We can't let it get us down. All right, guys. So thank you so much to whoever and everyone that watches this. I appreciate you guys. Stay focused, be honest with customers, and everything will work out. I promise you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.